Welcome back to my latest 9-ball breakout review. Tim here to break it all down for you. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind so much. That's all I ask. I mean, I'm putting out this free content, I don't ask for a lot in return. It's a thankless task, the drudgery of it all. Today we are talking about how to win at pool. I mean, I'm going to break it down for you here. There's some simple concepts, easy to talk about, not so easy to execute all the time. And here we got a pretty nice breakout lined up for the 2-3 combo. And actually all the balls are sitting in a good spot as far as having open pockets to shoot at. So here, I'm going to follow this a little bit. I expected that the 2 was going to end up on the rail here, so I kind of wanted to get the cue ball over there on that side. And that's where it ended up, as expected. I'm going to shoot this rail shot now, and just using draw, which on those types of shots, that's kind of what you have to do, I find, in order to have it just come straight out from the rail over to the other side for the 4-ball here. How to win at pool, you got to execute, and to be able to do that, you need a lot of practice. I mean, that's all it comes down to. You got to put the time in. I'm talking hours and hours each day. And that's just to improve a little bit, marked improvement, being able to actually see the progress that you're making. Here, I gotta fire this in straight on and draw it back at least enough to clear the 9-ball here for the 6 next. That would have been kind of a tough leave to get on that 6. I mean, in a way, because the 8-ball's blocking it, but we got kind of a nice situation here. And being able to just execute, and you got to be able to come up with a strategy in the first place. That's probably something we don't talk about enough on this channel, because everything's pretty much offensive based. But strategy can be critical. It's one thing you notice a lot in top-level games. There'll be a lot of shots in a row which are just defensive, especially depending on the table layout. You might not be able to run it out. Most amateurs just go up and try to make whatever shot they can make without really thinking about, like, what's the strategy? Am I going to be able to run this out? Why am I trying to just make shots? Make the 4-ball or the 3-ball or the 7-ball, whatever ball you happen to be on, without really any ambition of being able to run the table out and win the game. If you want to make a shot in order to set yourself up to play a safety, that's one thing you got to think about. Maybe you make 2 or 3 balls and then you have a perfect opportunity for a safety. I mean, that's viable too. It's not like, if you got a cluster that you can't do anything about, that you just have to play safety right away. It's like, no, you can control the table by making balls and setting yourself up for a defensive play. Now here, I didn't give myself the right angle, so I'm trying to go top left and just fire this sucker in and try to come around 3 rails for the 8, because I got to come all the way back up table. See, if I would have planned ahead, I put a good stroke on it and got it to spin around 3 rails, but still ended up with this shot. Planning ahead is the other thing you got to think about. If you want to win games at pool consistently, thinking ahead more than just the next ball. See, when I set up for that 6-ball, was that the 6 ball there or the 7 ball there? Well, when I set up for that one, you know, I rolled it forward, got it lined up nicely, but I didn't think about what angle I was going to need to get on the 8 ball. So that's something I got to progress toward and get better at. Here, getting out of tough situations is lesson number 4, I think we're on. And, you know, being able to believe in yourself to be able to make tough shots like that and execute that down the stretch is, you know, what you can do, you know. I'm decent at cutting in those tough cut shots. So you gotta lean into your strength sometimes. And then this one is fairly routine. I mean, it's a long shot, but it's pretty close to the pocket here, so I just gotta fire this in. And that's it. Think about those 4 lessons. Take them to heart. I know I don't go into deep detail on each one, exactly how to do it, but, you know, it's a progression.